Here are the ingredients for Italian meatballs. We have a half a cup, 1.5 cups of milk, 2 tablespoons of parsley flakes, 1 tablespoon of granulated garlic, 1 ounce of Romano cheese, 1 egg. We're going to use a pinch of peppermint. We have our ground beef. We also have 4 slices of bread decrusted and cubed. We're going to make a slurry with that to put into the meatballs. Here we go. So all these dry ingredients that I showed you, they're going to go into the crusted bread, the decrusted bread. And I'm going to make a slurry. It's going to make the meatballs very moist. So your Romano cheese, your milk, granulated garlic. I put the peppermint in already, parsley, and then an egg. And you just mix this all up by hand, and it's a slurry. The bread will start absorbing all that milk. Then when I'm done with this, when this gets to a right texture, I'm going to put it in the ground meat and start rolling, mix it and roll the meatballs. So the slurry is to this kind of consistency. I'm going to pour that on top of the meat, the ground beef. Make sure you get all that goodness out of there, because you could smell the garlic and the Romano cheese. And the Romano cheese I use because I don't use salt. That will give you the salt to the ground beef. Then you just mix this and roll the meatballs. I'll show you what consistency this is when I'm done. Here is the meatball mixture, the ground beef with the slurry. I also have a pot of pasta gravy. Doc K.A.'s Mystic Kitchen. This is pasta gravy. But that's another video if you want to see the pasta gravy. I'm going to do a video of it alone in the future. So I'm going to take the ground beef with the slurry and roll some meatballs and put them right in raw meat. Yes, I don't brown them or bake them. Raw meat right into the gravy. So this is very, very tender meat now that it has the slurry in it. Very soft. You think it might fall apart. If you just drop it in your gravy, that's a little bit, maybe 200 degrees. Just drop it in the gravy, just like that, and let it cook. So all the meatballs are rolled, they're in the gravy, and they're going to cook for about a good 2-3 hours on very low. Just keep them covered. Eventually that gravy will cover the meatballs. You don't want to mix them around because they're very, very tender, very juicy. They will break up. So just set it and forget it. There you have it. Italian meatballs to enjoy. From Doc K.A.'s Mystic Kitchen to yours, enjoy.